Hey there, welcome back. I'm Courtney, also known as Self-Care Creature, and I am here to help you raise your self-worth and deepen your intuition so that you can live a truly fulfilling life, honoring who you really are and showing up as yourself in the world. Today I'm talking about my top 5 all-inclusive trip planning and packing tips. It's all-inclusive because man, I'm talking with my hands. It's all-inclusive because it doesn't matter how you're traveling. If you're traveling back for a backpacking trip, if you're flying first class, if you're going to a hotel, whatever it may be, I feel like this applies kind of across the board. So let's get into it and see what we can do here. The number one thing that I highly recommend, so I'm packing right now. I'm getting ready to leave, go to upstate New York. I guess that's a little bonus tip we can say. Lay it all out on the bed, yo. See where you can, what you want to take and what you're going to grab and get a good visual. That actually isn't even a tip that I had written down, but that's what I'm doing behind me here. That's what sparked this video. And the number one thing that I was going to recommend, these aren't in any particular order by the way, are bandanas. Bandanas are freaking amazing for travel, and I bring them with me no matter where I'm going, what I'm doing, because you just never know when you might need something. This can be a Kleenex, it can be a mask in COVID times, it can be a napkin, it can be like a face wash. If you are backpacking, especially with it, it can be used as like a little tiny own little knapsack. You can carry things in it, you can wrap it around your neck, obviously, you know, in a different way, but you can wrap it around your neck and even spray bug spray on it or dip it in water if you're going on a really long hike. So versatile. Bandanas are the number one thing. Number two is underpack. This is hard, especially if you are new to travel. I have a rule that I call it the half down rule, where you lay out all of the stuff that you want to take. Heyo, this is my first draft back here, so to speak. And then you strip it down so that you only have half of what you think you need. And I know that this sounds really scary and it's really kind of hard to grasp in the beginning, especially when you're someone like me that's like, but I need this and that, and what about this, and but I bought this, and I have this lying around. Okay, look, you, first of all, just expect to come back with more stuff. So you're helping, another step that we'll get into is that you're helping set up for your future self. You have to know that you're going to want to bring more stuff back. You're probably going to go shopping, maybe pick up gifts for people. No matter where you're traveling, it's likely that you're going to come back with more things. For the backpackers out there, I did a 9-month excursion a few years ago now. It feels like it was yesterday. Anybody that's traveled knows that that's true. And at the beginning of this excursion, I made my way down the West Coast from Seattle to Portland through California, and I found myself in LA with a bag, the backpack that I travel with. Yoink, there it is. And I had so much stuff, and I ended up sending so much of it back home because I was like, there's no way that I can fly into Mexico with all of this stuff. And that was really my first experience traveling, and just like, I remember when I loaded up leaving Seattle, like I had my skates on my backpack, which I knew that I was going to be leaving in LA anyway, but it was just like so much stuff. Don't do that to yourself. Think of your future self, and just know yourself. Be realistic. Can you suffice with a little less now so that you can have space for a little more later? Of course, you can always buy an extra bag and bring home extra stuff, but I definitely do not recommend going in with that mindset. Just saying. Third one, which is maybe obvious, but you need travel snacks. Snacks, of course, and water, and I have a trick to water, but first just saying snacks. Having a little bag of snacks are really good, a really nice, good little baggie to just snack on. Whatever resonates with you. I do try to be courteous and conscious of other people around me. Like, I'm not the kind of person that will bring a hard-boiled egg onto the plane because it smells, and you know, but you do you. Take what you got to do, especially anyone that has allergies and food stuff, and or is on a budget and just wants to save and eat well. Just bring your own shit. Seriously. It's pretty easy, especially if you have it like in a little goodie bag all wrapped up. Good to go. The water bottle rule that I have, that I love this tip, is that, I was just seeing if, yeah, just have a water bottle, whatever it is, and take a lemon, empty out the water bottle so it's empty, squeeze a lemon into the bottom, and then go through security, and then fill it like at a filling station as soon as you get through security at the airport this is, because then you'll have lemon water inside the gate and it'll be nice and fresh. Lemon water isn't going to go bad just for like a few hours in your water bottle, and then when you fill it, it'll be nice and delicious, because you're not allowed to have liquid going through security that they just make you throw it away. It's been very frustrating to forget that a few times and have like tasty beverages, because I'm a beverage bitch, and they're just like, you gotta throw that away, and I'm like, don't you at least want to drink it? Like, this is coconut water or that really delicious kombucha, and they're like, throw it away. The agents, they're like guards. All right. The next tip is toiletries. Okay, so I like having a little pack that I put my toiletries in. It's a lifesaver. I found this one somewhere. It's an Osprey brand. At an outdoor shop when I was on the road sometime. I had a bag that my grandma gave me before that rolled up that I could put all my toiletries in. So just keeping in mind, again, that minimizing, like, please, like, just for your own sake, please do not overpack the toiletries. Like, what do you really need? Like, these are your bare essentials. You are on vacation, like, or traveling, even if you're going for business. Like, remember, if you're watching this, I know you're trying to live an authentic life in integrity with who you truly are. So think twice about how much you really need to bring. Because this is for the overall packing light and just compact and efficient travel. So either bring travel size things. You either don't bring them because you don't need them. You can bring a travel size something. I love like the little tiny Dr. Bronner's bottles that you can travel with. Or think about where you're going. So this, again, are you... Oh, God, my alarm is going off. Laundry's ready. Okay, so think about if you are traveling for business, if you're traveling to a hotel, if you're living out of your backpack, if you're going to a foreign country. Obviously, all the different situations you have to assess for yourself, but are you going somewhere where you can buy toiletries when you get there, adding to your bag later and being able to use as you go? I personally prefer to do that with things like shampoo and conditioner, just buy a larger item when I get to the store. I don't ever check my bag. That's something that I get into more in my how to travel video in the self-care collection. But you either buy it when you're there, or if you're going to visit somebody possibly, or even going to particular hotels, depending, maybe wherever you're going that you can use somebody else's, like use your friend's toothpaste if you're going to stay with them, use the conditioner and the shampoo that's offered at the hotel, or whatever you want. So that's my tip for toiletries. And then the final one is, as I had mentioned, set up for your future self. Clean your house. Do your to-do list. Set up a to-do list that is very realistic for yourself when you get back. Right now, I'm leaving for 5.5 weeks, and when I come home, I will have done my first ever 7-day silent meditation. I know that I'm going to be chill AF and really wanting to take things slow, and I'm not going to be in a headspace to be able to dive right back into work. So I've really set up a to-do list, mapped out for me, because I'm super organized, but mapped out week by week for when I come home. What are the essentials that really need to get done and pay attention to the moment I get home, and then just kind of flaring out the important things through the rest of the month. So those are my big tips. I go into more detail about exactly what I pack, how I pack, packing cubes, rolling up my clothes, all these different things in the self-care collection. The self-care collection is my entire premium little DIY course for how to find and build tools for a sustainable self-care lifestyle. You can connect with community in there if that resonates with you. I hope you liked this video. Feel free to let me know.